Hello everyone and welcome to something that's pretty different. Last time I did one of these videos was when I was actually learning my wheel and sort of getting to grips with it, but I'm learning, well now I'm starting to learn the OBS again. I did used to run OBS on F1 2015 and the beginning of on F1 2016, but I turned it on because I felt like it was quicker on F1 2016, but I feel like on this game it doesn't really matter what you run, so I've now decided to just turn it back on, turn it off, sorry, not back on, and just see what I can do with it. I didn't really change anything in terms of braking setup. I didn't really change the bias or pressure. I sort of use the same settings as I do if I was running ABS on. And you can see here the first track I did do was Italy, and I know obviously I'm going to look at this and go, oh well, it's an easy track. Yeah, it is. So I sort of want to get into the groove of the easy tracks first and then sort of move on to the more difficult tracks. But one thing, you know, people ain't going to realise who run ABS is how much you've got to change your driving style. I noticed that I changed my driving style. You can see here I actually can't control the back end and I hit the wall, and I still do set fast laps. That's why I tried to put that in, because I thought it was quite funny. But that was Italy, and that wasn't because of ABS, that was just me losing the back end. But the next track is Baku, and you're going to see more so I think around here how much I brake too early, especially coming into the second corner, and I clip the curb and I almost lose it, but I managed to keep it. But again, we're going to stay with this lap, and you know, I am definitely from now on going to run no ABS. I feel like it's smoother to drive. I've noticed a difference in just how smooth I am now, especially with gear shifting. Before I used to just shift down like a madman, but I sort of now I'm sort of composed and keeping it, you know, smooth. And you can see here sort of starting to get to grips with it. Obviously there's still things I need to improve on, which, you know, is fair enough, but at this point, you know, to make this sort of progress, and you know, I haven't used no ABS in, well, properly for about a year now, I think. So to already be doing this, it's already an improvement. And yeah, I mean, you can see the lap now. It's been a pretty good lap, and not really made any mistakes apart from turn 2, which, you know, that was my fault. I just sort of took the line how I would usually take it, and didn't realise I could brake so much later with no ABS. So we're going to come to the end of this lap now. You can see we're actually back up into P1. So I was doing this in 5 lappers just because I wanted to get to grips, maybe battling people, or just, you know, being next to a car with no ABS. Because if I was to do time trial and go on to say 5 lappers and go side by side with someone, it wouldn't end well. So I wanted to go straight into 5 lappers, which wasn't exactly the best idea. But we do indeed get pole around Baku with a lap that wasn't really that good. I mean, I lost it at turn 2, but we're now going to move on to Canada, and this is with, I believe this lap here is with a default setup, because I didn't actually load my setup in time. So this is with a default setup, so this isn't my preferred braking setup. Not so much for I don't really care about the wings, but the brakes were, you'll see coming into the hairpin as well. Just how much I lock up, just because I'm not used to the, I think the bias, I have to bias towards the front, so I'm just not used to it being at 60. So yeah, I suppose, I mean, coming through here, I thought, you know, the brakes felt nice, but you'll see coming into the hairpin, I just brake and it just locks up and I just can't turn, so I sort of have to lift off a little bit, but I still keep P1. And these 5 lappers, I mean, you know, no disrespect to people who play 5 lappers, but the quality is so bad. Even trying to find laps where, you know, I'd set fast laps, or, you know, I did good quality laps, it was just impossible. So the fact that I got a couple laps, even at Canada, and I do believe the next track is Austria, so it's a godsend to me. But you can see now in this Canada race, I actually had a really good lead, and we're actually going to stay on board with this next lap, because I do set fastest lap of the race. You can see my best there is a 12 flat, and this is with my setup now. This is with my brake setup, and I automatically felt a difference, especially at the hairpin. I felt like I could go later on the brakes and almost sort of coast the car in and really take speed coming through the hairpin. But you'll see now I'm not really locking up that much, so already coming to grips with no ABS, which is good to see, because you know, having run it for so long in F1 2015 and the start of 2016, and that was on pad, so there's no reason why I can't run no ABS on this game on a wheel with pedals. There's no reason why. I'm just too lazy to do it. But you see, comes to the hairpin now, slight lock up, but not a major lock up like it was in quali, or one shot quali should I say. But I was really happy with the way I was taking, more so fast, sort of fast and tight corners. So you got the hairpin there, and even the last corner here is very easy to lock up, but I managed to not lock up, and this is definitely something I'm gonna run now. So I'm gonna stick with no ABS, and maybe even do carry on my career mode with no ABS. And we're just gonna stay on board this lap as well, because this is, I do believe, a good lap as well. So coming through sector 1 now, taking it as fast as I can, and I actually do alright. Only not even 2 tenths down on my PB, so yeah, I mean, an 11.8 obviously in a 5 lap isn't, I don't know whether that's good or not, but one thing I just want to aim for is just to get to how I was before with no ABS. I was watching some of my old videos this morning actually, and you know, it's amazing how I was on pad and managed to just use no ABS. And you can see coming into the hairpin now, I just carry so much more speed on entry. I think I sort of lack on exit, but on entry I'm just flying in, which is obviously good to see. And I think at the end of this lap you'll see that I set a PB in sector 3. You can see coming through the last corner, I'll take it really nice, back end sort of kicking out a little bit, I have to sort of correct it. But that is 2 laps of calendar, which, you know, felt really nice. And now the final track is Austria. I did get wing damage on lap 1, so I had to pit, so this was a really good chance to show what I could do. So I'm going to go coming down, which isn't exactly, it's quite tight. It doesn't look tight, but it really is, and to not lock up I'll take it, because you know, as I said, it just felt nice. And now coming into the most difficult corner with no ABS, you can see hardly locking up and actually chucking the car into the apex. And actually, if I didn't clip the apex, if I didn't clip the curb on exit, I think I would have gained a lot more time. But coming into this part, I sort of brake a little bit too late, but I managed to keep it still. So I'm learning a lot now, especially with no ABS. Like, my driving style has changed, because I'm not shifting down from 8th to 3rd in a matter of, you know, milliseconds. I'm sort of taking my time with the gear shifts just to ensure that I don't look up and go straight on. But you can see this lap was on par, I think, with what I was doing with ABS on. So again, it just doesn't matter what you run, and this is something I could definitely get used to, because in the future, in the next month or so, I am looking to upgrade my wheel as well, so I can have force feedback. And then once I am used to no ABS, I will be going to no traction control, which will be the most difficult thing, but it'll be fully worth it if I master it, because I've seen guys, obviously AOR guys, who are very quick with no assists. So it's just a matter of mastering. You can see I'd actually take turn 2 a lot better that time, not really clipping the apex, but on exit I didn't really clip the curb on the outside and actually gained speed. But you can see through here I sort of shift down, and then I sort of go to second, which almost kicks my back end out, so I sort of have to correct a little bit, but we're still gaining time through the second sector. You'll see coming to the end of it now, I'll do go purple, but not by much, but it's still purple, and you can see I'm just chucking the car in, just wanting to improve that lap. As we come to the 3rd sector, I knew if I nailed this I'd improve, and I thought I did. I mean, you'll see here, I thought I nailed the 3rd sector. Maybe, you know, I could have just shifted down to 6th and maybe got on the throttle a little bit earlier coming out of the last corner, but I do set a good lap, and that's been the video. So I mean, I hope you guys did enjoy that. I mean, I know it's something different, I know it's not league racing, I know it's not FIFA, but I just sort of wanted to show people that I am serious about using no ABS now, and you can see again sort of coming up into turn 2, slight little lockup, but again I managed to keep it. So obviously, you know, I'm not gonna nail it straight away, I'm not saying I am, but you know, early days is shown that I'm doing really well with it. So I hope you guys did enjoy that video. I think I might stream later on. I think I might stream at about 4, maybe 5 PM UK, get a career mode out. I am actually at Austria, funny enough, so I mean this is good practice for Austria. I am in the Force India as well, so maybe might make it more fun, because if Baku is anything to go by, then I definitely need to go with a less quick team, because Force India was OP at Baku. I'm hoping it won't be the same here, but we do indeed come to the checkered flag, and that is the video. So again, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you later on for career mode, which is at Austria. Thank you and goodbye.